Shayne Skov hopes to go from a star on the farm to a rookie in the NFL. And while every player's path to the pros is different, few have had as many twists and turns as Skov. Jim Kozimor has the story of a Bay Area native whose path has already shown him two coasts, two countries, and two very different ways of life.
Two heavyweights come toe-to-toe. There are going to be blows on both sides. It's going to happen. What makes a difference, what makes this team special, is that you get up and you smile.
Shayne Skov has been dealt many blows in his life. The first was when he learned his mother, Terry, had multiple sclerosis.
I don't think you can really wrap your head around it as a kid. I just knew that like something was wrong and that my mom was going through something, and obviously as she got sick, you kind of saw what was happening with her illness, so it was tough.
When Shayne was 9, the Skov family moved to Guadalajara, Mexico, a climate better suited for his ailing mother. It was there he discovered football Americano.
My younger brother started off playing first, and my dad asked me, and I really didn't want to play, and then decided to try it. And to be honest with you, I got my butt whooped my first year playing. But after that, I really kind of found my groove, and I mean, the rest is history from there. A lot of times we're playing on dirt, but I think that I'm practicing on dirt. But I mean, it was intense. I think that the way I play the game today is entirely a result of kind of like the way I was taught down there.
Skov continued his journey back to the Bay Area in 2004 and enrolled at Piedmont High School. But after just his sophomore season, he was kicked off the football team and transferred to a male boarding school in upstate New York.
I went from like living probably 10 blocks from school and going to regular high school co-ed public school to all-boys boarding school in upstate New York. The contrast can't get much more stark than that. It forced me to grow up, mature as I think as an individual. Take pride in what I did for myself and learn to be dependent on myself and kind of care for myself.
Skov became one of the top-rated linebackers in the country in high school, and his college decision was an easy one.
If we could succeed on the football field and dominate and get that kind of academic opportunity, it was really a no-brainer. I mean, I don't think there's much else you could ask for in a university than what I've gotten from Stanford.
Shayne made an immediate impact down on the farm and seemed destined for an early exit to the NFL. But that all changed on a September night in Tucson.
Middle linebacker Shayne Skov will miss the rest of the season after suffering a knee injury Saturday at Arizona.
It was devastating. I was feeling in my prime, kind of peaking, and all of a sudden one play, and it's like, all, your whole picture, the whole trajectory of what you've kind of planned for yourself has changed.
Things would only get worse for the Stanford star.
The Stanford University Department of Public Safety confirms that 2 Sundays ago, police arrested Cardinal linebacker Shayne Skov and booked him for driving under the influence.
It was dark times, man. I don't think, like, at the time, I didn't really, like, probably wasn't as aware of how kind of in a funk and how, like, down I was. For me, I mean, that's kind of been my bottom in life so far. You can't appreciate the highs unless you can take the lows and really learn from them. So it was definitely a learning experience for me.
On the field, Skov returned for his final 2 years on the farm with a vengeance. Off the field, his mother's condition worsened before passing away on November 26th. Yet Shayne kept the ongoing situation from his teammates.
I think that everybody goes through their own challenges, and so at any point I don't want to glorify mine or kind of project mine when people are already going through their own difficulties. My burden is no heavier than anybody else's. Everybody goes through their own difficulties in life, and you have to find a way to overcome them.
Skov has overcome so much already, but now as Skov prepares for the NFL draft, he knows the journey is far from over.
The beginning of making my dreams a reality. I'll consider that walking in the building, but I'm not at the top floor yet, and so I think I've got a lot of work ahead of me, but I'll finally walk in the door.